What's going on, guys? Just a real quick one here for you. I wasn't actually going to make a video about this, but I just kind of feel like I need to air some thoughts out about it. So for those of you who don't know, the Welcome to Rockville 2017 lineup announcement came out today, and I'm excited for it. I'm very much looking forward to it. There are a lot of people who, they're not feeling it, but I feel like they're just bashing it just to bash it and kind of just really overreacting to it. So I got the lineup pulled up right here, and so I'm just gonna read you all the bands we have so far, and which ones I'm looking forward to seeing. So Soundgarden, never seen them live before. Looking forward to seeing them. Def Leppard, would definitely love to see like an older classic rock band. I was definitely excited to see ZZ Top this past April, but they ended up not coming. And 2015 was my first Rockville, and this year 2016 was my second one. And I'm really looking forward to going every year from now on. A Perfect Circle, haven't really heard too much of them. I'm not really too much of a Maynard fan. I like Tool, but that's about it. Offspring, I've never seen them live, so I'm excited to see them. Definitely excited to see Mastodon. I've been wanting to see them live for a while and haven't been able to, but I'm excited to see them. Chevelle, Papa Roach, I've seen them before, so they're not too bad. Seether, definitely want to see. 3 Days Grace, I want to see. Alter Bridge, Pretty Reckless. Now, I've seen Pretty Reckless before, so I'm kind of alright with them. Alter Bridge, Coheed and Cambria, I saw them back in November, I believe. They were touring Polyphia and Saves the Day, so I'm excited to see them again. Pierce the Veil, I'll go see. So excited to see Amon Amarth. Like, I really been wanting to see them for a while, and their tour with Megadeth didn't come to Florida, but I'm definitely excited to see them. Eagles of Death Metal, that's all good. Highly Suspect, yeah, not really too into them either. In This Moment, they were at Rockville before, saw them, not too bad. Dillinger Escape Plan, I'm definitely excited to see, they're on the final tour. I was going to catch them in St. Pete a couple of weeks ago, but I wasn't able to, so I'm definitely excited to go see them. Definitely want to see Gojira, definitely want to see In Flames again. Especially since their bassist is going to be leaving after this tour is over. Love to see Motionless in White again. Hopefully I don't get dropped on the cement while I'm crowd surfing this time, but definitely excited to see them again. All That Remains, excited to see them, especially with the new bass player, see how he does live. Nothing More, I'm excited to see them because last time they were at Rockville, they were the mystery band, and I just kind of dismissed them because, I don't know, I guess that was like bad on my part. So I'm definitely excited to see them. Rival Sons, don't really know who they are. Definitely want to see Beartooth, Every Time I Die. I'm gonna go see Attila just to see how they hold up live and see if it's actually bad as people say it is. Starset, Dinosaur Pile Up, never heard of them, so I'm gonna go check them out. I Prevail, definitely want to go see them. Want to go see King. Maybe Crowbot. Definitely want to go see Volumes. Definitely want to go see Volumes. Can't wait to see those guys. Want to go see Siler. Definitely want to see Fire from the Gods. I just started listening to them a couple of months ago, but I love their stuff. So I definitely want to go see Fire from the Gods. I've heard of As Lions. I haven't heard them, so I'm going to check them out. Never heard of Bad Flower. Goodbye June. Frank Carter and the Rattlesnakes, Cover Your Tracks, and the Charm the Fury. Don't really know who they are. And more TBA. So, a lot of people complaining. Okay, first of all, a lot of people are just upset that Metallica isn't there. I'm like, okay, that's not really too bad of a thing. Okay, we've had Megadeth there. We've had Slayer there. We've had Anthrax there. Okay, we don't need Metallica there. Like, most of the people, a lot of the comments were like, I'm disappointed there's no Metallica, and that was their sole reason. Okay, so what? They're getting ready to tour the world right now. They're gonna come to Florida, and you'll probably be able to see them later. Oh well, Soundgarden. I mean, like, Metallica isn't here. People are like, oh, Soundgarden and Def Leppard are all washed up and blah 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 blah, and we wanted Tool, not A Perfect Circle, and I'm just like, does it really matter? The thing about these rock festivals, because this past Rockville has been my favorite so far, the two I've went to, and the thing about this past April, Rockville, was that it was diverse. You know, when I went to 2015 Rockville, it was nice. But it had like a lot of thrash and a lot of new metal, and to me, there wasn't as much variety. Everything was like either thrash metal or like heavy metal, a little bit of new metal. You know, everything was kind of within the same circle, the same kind of scope here. And with 2015 Rockville, I wasn't surprised that it broke records and there were so many people because it was more diverse. We had bands like Disturbed, and then we had Rob Zombie, we had Five Finger Death Punch, and then we had Yellow Wolf, and then Lamb of God, and Cypress Hill, and Texas Hippie Coalition, and Bring Me the Horizon, and all the bands were just extremely, diverse, and we had, metalheads there, we had, some scene kids there that were there for Bring Me the Horizon and stuff like that, and it was really just really diverse, and that's one of the things that made it extremely great. It had older acts, acts that were, on their comeback tour, like Disturbed or whatever, and we had, like plenty of newer stuff. We had Red Sun Rising there again. I love listening to those guys, love seeing them. We had Disturbed, who had just come back, onto the scene. We had older bands, ZZ Top, and we had older acts there and newer acts, and it wasn't just metal and rock. It had like rap, and like 6 a.m. was there, and it was extremely diverse and just fun, and I enjoyed that. People are like, oh, Bring Me the Horizon here, oh, why is Yellow Wolf on here, and all this other stuff, and it's like, it's music is diverse. Metal itself is probably the most diverse genre out there besides maybe jazz. That's what makes it great, the diversity and the variety that we have, because I highly enjoy it. I was looking forward to ZZ Top. I love listening to ZZ Top, and they're like older guys. They're definitely not metal, they're not power metal or anything like that, but I was looking forward to seeing them. And you had Megadeth, you had Anthrax, so you had your thrash, you had new metal kind of there with Disturbed. You had plenty of heavy metal. Texas Hippie Coalition was really cool. I was listening to them while they were performing. They were really awesome. You had Lacey Sturm there, and it was just amazing. You had Three Doors Down. It was just so diverse. You had like hard rock, and then you had thrash metal. You had like heavy metal, new metal, and rap, and it was just extremely diverse, and I enjoyed it. It was just so diverse, and there were so many different people there than had been there, back in 2015, and I enjoyed it, and that's one of the things that made it great to me, and it made me enjoy it more. It was just so diverse, and it wasn't just, rock. Cypress Hill and Yellow Wolf was there, and I was surprised. I was like, Yellow Wolf, this is a rock festival, this is a metal festival, how many people are going to come here and see him? And, people are like, oh yeah, I'm excited to see Yellow Wolf, and Yellow Wolf was great, and all this other stuff, and it was amazing. Because, music and metal is just so diverse, and we have such a great variety that we can pull from, and we've got plenty of good bands. We've got younger bands like Volumes and As Lions and I Prevail, all these really nice younger bands that are really coming up, and, I think, can definitely make it to the next level if they get that boost, which would be this festival. And we got plenty of older bands, Def Leppard, Soundgarden, Dillinger Escape Plan, bands that have been around for like 10, 15 plus years, so it's very balanced, and we still have an excellent ratio of older bands to new bands. We got some good returning bands, All That Remains, Motionless in White, Nothing More. They've been there before, and that's good. I like seeing returning bands. I'm excited to see All That Remains, Motionless in White again. I'm excited about that, and I'm excited to be seeing a lot of bands for the first time. A lot of bands like I've been wanting to see and haven't gotten to see, or some that I have heard of but never bothered to check out, I'll get to check out. And I'm excited for it. It's definitely, there's no Metallica. People talking about, oh, I wish Korn was here or anything like that. But that's all right. That's perfectly fine. It doesn't matter. Those bands will tour again, and you'll get a chance to see them. Maybe not at a festival, maybe not at this festival, but you will get to see them, and they're still touring and still making music, and it's going to be all right. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to like the lineup or be, want to see every single band. If you only want to see 2 bands, you can say that it's not your lineup, but don't say, oh, the scene in Florida is going downhill, or the scene in Jacksonville always dies, Rockville is dead, and all other stupid stuff. Because there are plenty of people, like me included, where this is like the one festival you go to, the one time a year you go to a festival and you just have a great time. And this marks, for me, this marks the end of the school year, because it's right before summer. I'm done with all my finals and I'm ready to go. And there's also like a certain group of people that I go to Rockville with, where we all live, in Florida somewhere, but we don't ever see each other during the year except for these 2 days. So it's not even really just about the music. It's also just about meeting up these people you never see, getting together, having fun, listening to concerts, going out to eat afterward, talking, chilling, and just catching up on like the year that you guys, haven't seen each other. So I mean, like, I can understand people's lack of enthusiasm for it, but making all these outlandish statements such as Rockville is dead, and oh, I'm going to Carolina Rebellion or Rock on the Range. I'm like, that's great. Okay, so what? Like, you don't have to like drag this down, like dog everybody who says they're excited about this. Like, why are you diminishing like other people's excitement and enthusiasm just because you're not excited and enthusiastic about it? It's just stupid. If you don't like it, okay, say you don't like it, say why, and that's it. But don't be like, oh, this is dead. Oh, this is the worst lineup ever. And blah 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 blah. Okay, you don't like it, we get it. Just leave it alone. But I'm excited for this. We got a lot of older bands, a lot of newer bands, a lot of returning bands. I'm excited for it. My friends are excited for it. We made hotel plans even before the lineup was announced. And I can't wait for it. I'm definitely excited. I'm definitely going to be there both days. Might do VIP again. Going to be banging my head, moshing, and everything. And I'm excited for it. So I just felt like I needed to say that because I was taking a final when everything was announced, and I looked at it and I was like, okay, great. Like, I got to admit now, I wasn't, I was definitely anticipating, which is, I think is another reason why people are dogging the lineup. I was definitely anticipating it would be super huge and super big because, like, I haven't been to all the Rockvilles, but this past Rockville in April was like the penultimate Rockville. Like, we set like a record for attendance, all these different genres were there, all these different bands and all these different people. And it was amazing, like the best Rockville ever. I had the best time. Even if I didn't see ZZ Top, I had an amazing time, Saw Anthrax for the first time, saw just so many bands for the first time, met so many cool new people, and I had an amazing time. And I was anticipating that this would be bigger and better than that, which probably I shouldn't have done, and probably another reason people are dogging it so much, because they just expected more. Either more bands that they liked, or Metallica. Like I saw in the comment, someone said, oh, I would like a little less Warped Tour and a little more metal. I'm like, yeah, but Bring Me the Horizon was here, and they usually play Warped Tour. Like, you weren't playing about that, It was just, I think just people are overreacting and just making kind of like outlandish statements. But if it's not your thing, I understand that. But don't, say it's the worst lineup ever and that Rockville is dead and argue with people who say they're excited and be like, you're seriously excited about this? Like, that's not necessary. We're all here to listen to music and have a great time and just like have like our metal fellowship. And like, if you're not excited about it, don't want to be part of it, that's fine. But don't try to drag other people down with you. So I'm definitely excited. I'm gonna buy my tickets, gonna go there, get my body all tore up like last year, and I'm gonna have a great time. So yeah, that's just my thoughts on it. I just felt like I needed to get my thoughts out in some way. So, and if you guys like my videos, you can give me a like, give me a comment, subscribe. Thanks y'all for watching, and rock on.